Hello and welcome to another updated video about Ethereum. So in this quick update, I just really want to focus on the most imminent price movement here. If you're interested to see which options are possible here from a higher level point of view, take a look at the previous video. I'm talking about the two key scenarios here. In this video, because I'm a bit running out of time, I just really want to focus on the most imminent price movements. To be honest, not much has changed since the last video. However, we have a breakout of that wedge pattern, and we want to talk about what does that mean. Could it mean that this wave 2, which we have here on the chart, is already over, and we're now expecting a wave 3 to the upside, which should take us into this green target range between $2,050 and $2,450, yeah, because the wave 3 should get into this area. But is it already the wave 3? That is the question. So let's take a look at, we talked about a few key levels here that are highly relevant, okay? I think that's wrong. I think this needs to be the 78.6 down here, so let me take that out. But overall, yeah, we're looking here at the possibility in the primary scenario, and that primary scenario stays valid as long as we stay above 1660. And I mentioned in other videos what happens if we break that 1660. But let's just focus on that for now. We assume that we actually moved up here in a wave 1 from the low at 1660 all the way up to the high. And we said, okay, no, by the way, no, this was the 38.2 here, huh? Wasn't it? So I just changed that. That's the 38.2% fib level here, not the 61.8. My mistake, doesn't matter. It's a fib level and a relevant one. No, so I told you that there is, we moved up obviously in a 5-wave move here. Yeah, in yellow you see here the wave 1. The wave 1 itself was a leading diagonal. We then came down in a 2. We moved up in a 3. Oops, here is the 3. The wave 4 is here and the 5 is here. That finished off a larger wave 1 in green. And now we're expecting here this retracement in a wave 2. I think originally I anticipated only a wave 4 correction, so I did expect a correction. However, due to the depth of the correction, we said it is probably going to be a wave 2 and not a wave 4, so I had to relabel this a little bit, which also makes more sense, to be honest. So for a wave 2 now, we could assume this complete, yeah. So it could be that we have done here the wave A, we've done the wave B, and we have done an ending diagonal here in a wave C, yeah, with 5 waves complete. So it has completed the minimum requirements for ending this wave 2. We have to state that as a fact. However, I've got a few problems with that. One problem is that wave A was very short. So considering wave A and wave C is largely out of proportion. Wave C is far too long in my opinion. Not necessarily a breaking of a rule or anything, but that's just one thing to mention here. Then, yes, we broke out of the wedge to the upside, but I told you to get real, let's say, confirmation that we indeed have finished off the wave 2. Ideally, we want to see a move above the wave 4 high. Now, that move above the wave 4 high at 1931 needs to be quite dramatic. It needs to be impulsive, because we would move up in a wave 3. At the moment, I don't see anything impulsive happening here yet. Okay, so in any move up here, we could just bounce off the 1931 level and come down again further. So what I really want to highlight here is that the need to see impulsive price action now, we don't see that. We don't see volume, and I'm getting skeptical, especially if I consider what Bitcoin is doing. I'm getting skeptical if this was already the completion of the wave 2. Yeah, so far it's done what it needed to do. We've come down pretty much to that 38.2% fib level, even though we've not even touched it. So I would rather see the price touch that level to get a clear end, but we didn't do that. We reversed before, and as I said, I've got a problem with the wave C being so long. And considering the Bitcoin chart, where I actually also think we've only done the wave A of that correction, there is a good chance that alternatively, and I just put it down as alternative for now, but I might make it my primary expectation, so I'm just telling you that now already before it happens. So alternatively, I consider this as the wave A, also considering what Bitcoin is doing. So alternatively, this, let's say, okay, we can still say wave 2 might be complete, but we want to see evidence above the wave 4 in an impulsive move, okay? Again, alternatively, this was only the wave A. we're now moving up in an alternative wave B. And for that, we could also calculate an ideal retracement area. So that area would be located, I mean here, yeah, no, it would probably be located in the area between the 38.2% fib level, that's at 1918, all the way up to 1957, the 61.8% fib level. Again, it can go above, it can go below. That's just the area with the highest likelihood. That would be a wave B. And then we would come down, and I didn't want to do that. Just go back. And we would come down in a wave C afterwards. And only here we would then finish off the wave 2. Okay. So having this as the alternative wave C then. And in that scenario, it would take us a while to complete this wave 2, to be honest. Just zoom in here and we take the 2. You know what? Just take that 2. And that would then be the alternative wave 2 here. Okay, so, and that is what we need to look at. Okay, possible. So keep an eye on that and pay attention to this, because the alternative wave B target is exactly where we have that previous wave 4 high. Now, if we look at the alternative wave count, I will have to relabel this, yeah, but that's possible. And again, for now, I'm keeping this the alternative. But it remains valid as long as we don't really exceed here the previous wave 1 high at, yeah, to make it exact, at $2,020. So if we get above 2020, I think then we can sort of bury this alternative. But if we don't get an impulsive price move to the upside now, and we just see some sort of corrective, slow movement to the upside, then it indicates that it's just a wave B and we will come down once more in a wave C. So be careful, especially on the Bitcoin chart. It becomes much more apparent and clear that this move down is not yet finished, at least based on probabilities. And keep an eye on the Bitcoin video that I just updated. So this is just what I wanted to keep you updated about, that even though we broke out, there is currently no indication, especially due to the lack of impulsiveness, that this wave 2 is already over. And that is absolutely another valid count here in a wave 2 alternative. Okay, and that's my update currently about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.